Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Sly 4, Thieves in Time. Last time, we started off the game by doing the museum heist. This time, we're actually going to be taking a look around, turning Japanese, and we're going to be going to collect all 30 bottles in here, as well as a handful of treasures. All the treasures will be taken care of in the videos that come after the final boss, because if you collect all the treasure chests, you can unlock something that allows you to grab all the slime masks. So it'll just be a little easier if we take care of all of them all at once instead of doing whatever. But if I do see a treasure that I'm able to grab, I will grab it just to make things easier down the line. This is the entire map. Those red dots are flashlight guards, I think. If they're not flashlight guards, they're just guards in general, like flashlights and rooftop guards, but I think they're flashlight guards. But yeah, this map isn't all that big. It's all not that complicated. I personally love Japan. I think this is such a perfect first level for a video game. I think it just looks really nice. I think it's not complicated. It's very simple to traverse. And here are the bottles. If you take a second to hear it out, you can hear they're clinging, but you have to be kind of close to them to hear. I do love the fact that bottles are back. I think they're a staple and a classic thing. And when you collect all 30 bottles, we'll be able to open up the safe, just like in Slide 2 and in Slide 1. Here is a treasure, for instance, that we will be picking up. So when you pick up a treasure in this game, you have a time limit to bring it back to the hideout, much like in Slide 2, where you bring it back, you keep the treasure chest, you keep the treasure. Now the treasure gives you two things. One, it gives you a treasure to look at in the menu, but that's not one of the things I was talking about. One, it gives you money. So for instance, this meditation turtle gives you about 200 coins, roughly. So getting treasures are super duper useful because you get money for them. But also, if you collect every treasure, you unlock an additional mini game to be played at the hideout for every level. And again, we're going to be taking a look at those at the end of the game, or after the end of the game rather. So this is the safe for this area. Once we collect all 30 bottles, we're going to come back over here, and we're just going to take a look around Feudal Japan. So I typically don't like just cutting to bottle to bottle to bottle. I like kind of showing off the level by running around and showing off like the architecture, like how to climb around the area. But I also feel like it just kind of feels nice not having to just kind of figure out, like as a viewer, being like, how did I get here? How did I get here? You know what I mean? Like, how did this guy get here? The map is kind of useful because you can zoom in on like the map and where you are in relation to the bottle, but it's not like the most useful thing. Now, so over here, what I could have done was I could have jumped onto the bridge and then run away. But I ended up just staying. I wanted to see if he had like any treasure chests or any treasures. Oh, there's a bottle up there that we can grab. I don't think he did, but it didn't take too long to wait for him anyway. So these flashlight guards, these boars, are pretty cool, I think. They have like a little crossbow. Now, I didn't mean to pick a fight with them, but I do pick a fight to show off like just how tough these enemies are. This one dude nearly killed me, and I almost died to him. And it was not worth losing almost all my life for that one fight. Honestly, if I were you, I would just not pick a fight with the flashlight guards in this game. It's not worth it, even as the Murray. The Murray doesn't kill things in 3 or 4 hits like he used to. It's clear that like these guys are very tough to handle, and it's best to just avoid them and do sneak attacks to take them out. Whether that's Sly's like cane ambush or his silent obliteration technique that he'll be getting eventually, whatever. Like, it's just best that you don't take them on head on with any other characters. Bentley's really the only one I can think of. That's just because they can put people to sleep and then blow them up later. So that's like the only character I can think of. Maybe even Carmelita. Carmelita is another character we'll be playing as later, which isn't really much of a spoiler. It was all in the trailers, I remember. So, yeah, you can play as Carmelita, and she's actually one of the only characters in this game that I would say, like, yeah, who cares? Just take them up. That's because she has a range attack. There's also another ancestor later on that I would say, oh yeah, take on any of the enemies, doesn't really matter, because they're able to just blurry or anything. Super duper easy. But yeah, so if I were you, just in general, I wouldn't take on any of the flashlight guards. So up here on this cliff, there's going to be another bottle down over here on this rope. We saw a little earlier when we were messing around with that big guy. But there is a a basket of arrows here that we can't do anything about until much later, which will get us a treasure. In fact, even before this, there was another cliff, a little like cave that I saw out of the corner of my eye, that also held another treasure. So keep an eye out for like little indents in the area, or like just hidden away coves, or things like baskets of arrows, because that usually tells you like there's something that I can do here. Here is another treasure. So what I like to do before picking up treasures is just making sure I'm facing the direction of the hideout. A lot of these time limits are kind of strict. Like that guy was, what, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, and I just barely made it in time to grab this one. Don't worry if you can't grab all the treasures in an area. You're not going to be able to. You have to come back later when you have the right abilities to do it. But there are certain treasures that even if you are technically able to like touch them, it's not necessarily manageable to bring them back to the hideout. That time limit is very strict, and we will eventually gather an ability that will help us make those times more manageable. So here I go, falling off into the abyss. We want to climb up this little rock structure up here. There is another bottle, I believe, up here, but as you can see, it is kind of strange to get up here. So whenever you land on one of these branches, it automatically launches you upwards. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say bottle? I meant treasure. It will automatically launch you upwards, but because the controls are the way that they are, there is this weird tendency where slide will just magnetically connect to the nearest blue sparkle. And for whatever reason, it has a hard time distinguishing what is closer in this game. Like that, I did it perfectly, but technically the closest one was the one that was right next to me. I don't know why I had to jump across the map to like jump across the like horizontally to land. You know what I mean? It was weird. Like the one vertically was closest to me. And we'll be seeing that a little later. You can actually like jump below ropes with the Ninja Spyro jump, and you'll be able to just rail run on certain rope structures if you're coming from below them. It's just weird. It doesn't feel like it should be able to do that. I don't know how to explain it. There's like a doughy weight to Sly in this game. It's kind of like Sly 1. Like there was like a doughy kind of weight to him in Sly 1. But it's like, it's also like very forgiving in terms of like where you're able to land and what you're able to connect to. Like it feels like you kind of snap to whatever it is you're trying to land on. And it doesn't necessarily feel the best. So here's like a cookbook, I believe this is the cookbook. And we're going to be heading down back to the hideout from here. The one thing I dislike about picking up treasures out of order like this is that I have to find my way back to where I found them, just so that I can remember where I was when looking for the green bottles. Ninja cookbook, that's what it was. So I do tend to do that quite a bit, where I'll pick up like a treasure chest or treasure and being like, hey, where was I? I have like poor sense of direction in life in general video games. Doesn't matter. I get turned around so easy. I am the Roronoa Zoro of reality. Someone will tell me to go upstairs, I go straight through a tunnel. Like, still end up where I need to be though. So you know, I can't really get all that mad. So on One Piece, since I'm on the topic, I found out that like they took off Pirate Warriors and Pirate Warriors 2 on the Sony shop, so I can't re-download that game. Or rather, I can't buy the second game. I don't know if I can re-download the first one, having already owned the first one. But if you've been to my old channel, like you know that I've done Pirate Warriors, like a playthrough of Pirate Warriors on that old channel. I was thinking of doing it again, but I was looking at like Dynasty Warriors and I was curious about them. But yeah, I found out that you can't buy Pirate Warriors 2. So I had to find a physical copy, and it's only physical in Japan, which really blows. So I have to buy them on eBay, and hopefully I can play them on the PS5. So here's hoping. And hopefully I can understand what's going on, because I don't speak Japanese. Hopefully I can change the language to the one that I understand. So that would be really dope for me. Hopefully, I don't know. I heard that the PS5 is region free. Like I can pick up like UK games or whatever and play them, but I don't know that for certain because I never tried it. So I'm gonna test it out with Pirate Warriors 2. I also picked up Dynasty Warriors 4, a Japanese version of that, to test out and see if I can play it. But I don't know if I can play PS2 games on the PS5. I haven't tried. Not that I'm a purist or whatever, but I just like playing old school games on like old school hardware. Like if I have an N64 game, like I want to, like if I want to play an N64 game, like I'd rather play it on the N64 than like find an emulator for it. It's just something that I like doing, which is a very costly collection and or hobby of mine. I don't like admitting it to people. You ever try being on a date and like being like, oh yeah, I'm interested in this, and then you look at your like collection and it's like, I may have too much of an interest in this. That's where I'm at in life. Like I like video games, I like collecting video games, and then like I look at my shelf and it's like, I might have too many video games. I don't think people actually enjoy that. Don't. So yeah. It's been quite the ride. Quite the ride. Anyway, up here, another thing that I found is that like I tend to have a hard time climbing vertically, like especially if I have to do like a ninja spiral jump from something, or like climbing a tower, or like a ladder or something, or a pipe. It's a ninja spiral jump. I find I have a hard time doing that in this game. I'm not sure why that is. It's just something that I've noticed. It might play into that same like doughy aspect to this game's like control scheme. Not even control scheme, it's not the control scheme, it's just in general the way the feel of the controls. They just don't feel like they should be able to do that. Ooh, another treasure, another shiny. What's this, another Quickie Mask? Not that good, but it's fine. I want to show off all the 200s and 500 stuff. You get the 100s of commons very easily. Without even trying, but you don't see all the 500s, all the 200s, all that often. I'm sure, like as you play through a game, you'll find them eventually. But like, I just wanted to show them all off. But yeah, so like I was saying, the in the last video, the mouse guard that gave me that juice box, the 500 juice box, that's hard to get because they're not in every level. Like, they're not in this level, so it's like you're not going to find them. Not that the game is keeping track of what you're collecting when you pick up treasures, but it's just like something that I like doing. It's like just showing them all off. I think when I did a Sly 4 playthrough on my old channel, which again, this is one of the playthroughs that I also did back then, I don't think I showed off all of the treasures, I don't think. Like all the little small treasures, not the big treasures, not the treasures that you have to run back to. I did all those, and I did all the slime masks. But I don't think I did all like the small treasures because I definitely don't remember collecting them all from the rat guards, the rat troopers. I don't remember. It's also not like I sit down and watch my old playthroughs. Although I do sometimes like in a few years I'll probably be like, oh, I want to see what this was like what I said over here, you know. Like, I'll pick one up like that, but I won't, like, go out of my way and rewatch what I just like, uploaded, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't rewatched my Spider-Man, is what I'm trying to say. But, like, I guess maybe like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh, I wonder what I was talking about in Sly 1, because I was looking for footage for the review. And I was like, why did I do hour-long videos? What was my thought process back then? So I was like, I literally sat down and watched it. I was like, yeah, that wasn't that bad. That's just probably because it's Sly 1 and all levels are really short, so it's like doing them all in an hour doesn't really sound like that daunting of a task. Is this a Tanuki? Oh, little Tom Nook I'm looking at? Nope, alright, better get out of here. Okay, run away. Run away. Running away. Da, 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 da. Yo, I sucker punched. How do you not see me, bro? That's on him for not paying attention. Yeah, I'm around here somewhere. Let's jump up here. 23. Good. Good, good. The slide paraglider looks phenomenal. This game looks really, really good. I know I've praised it a lot in the review multiple times, but I'm serious. I genuinely like the way this game looks. It's like really clean looking. Gonna grab 26. And then 27 shouldn't be that far either. I think I grab a treasure chest, or not, I keep calling them treasure chests. A treasure, not shiny, but like, oh, not shiny piece. That's 200. Yeah, there's 27 right over there. I think I grab a treasure soon too, if I'm not mistaken. Just like go from one. That little Buddha guy, I can't grab anything over there. I think there's a treasure down over there. That you can't grab until much later. I'm gonna go back down over here. I don't think there's anything down here. I grabbed everything, I believe. I think 20... What am I, 27? I think 28 is near the sushi place. Unless there's like another one that I'm not remembering. But yeah, just like, you know, roaming around, showing off like where you can go and like what's around the area and stuff. I could have sworn I picked up another treasure around here too. Like soon. It's like I wouldn't have just left like 2 minutes of me looking for something. Although I probably would. I don't know. Knowing me, I probably would have. Maybe it was like underneath the tunnel. There's one around the geisha house. I don't grab until the very end. It's literally behind the geisha house. Well, it's the last one I pick up is this one right here. When you jump down, it's on the left-hand side. There's like a door, like a back entrance door. But the geisha house is one of those places that I like standing on because you get a very good view of the map, of the side of the map. Rather. Yeah, there it is. There's another one. 28 is on top of the fountain. But then there's another one behind the geisha house too. We're just gonna touch that guy, this little rhino dude, chilling like a villain. And I think there's another one on the sushi house now I think about it. This is the treasure house thing with the jade helmet. We're not gonna pick up that jeweled apple or whatever thing until later. Here is 29 right on that little branch that we passed by. Mark that in my brain for later. And then the last one's behind the geisha house. Again, we're not going to be getting that for a little later. Typically, the best strategy for these treasures, too, is to just go in a straight line. Like, the least amount of turns you can do, the better. If you're like on a higher ledge, you jump down and paraglide down. Like, that's probably your best bet, too. Just whatever is the fastest method to get back home to base. So I'm looking for the bottle. I guess I didn't register it while I was running around, but I definitely remember seeing it. That's funny. It's always interesting to me when like watching someone play a game, you get to like experience a lot more of what you're seeing than when you're playing the game. Like rewatching my own footage playing, just like now I was like, oh, there's 29. And I don't find it for like a little while. I see a few cuts popping up. Oh, teapot. That's cool. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I definitely saw that when watching the footage. How did I not see that when I was playing the game? Just watch out for the photo op mission here if you're picking this up at this time. Just one of those things where like, how did I not see that? I don't know. Alright, well, anyway, we're going to cut away. And we're going to pick up a Mahjong tile, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't think I picked this one up, so I wanted to show this one off too. But we're going to pick up bottle number 29, which is the one that we just happened to see near the sushi house. It was on the bridge behind the sushi house. And then funny enough, the next one's behind the geisha house. The last one. So just be sure to check those up. As you can see, it's right over here on this bridge. Keep on running. There we go. And then since it took me a while to look around, I ended up climbing up on the geisha house, running around, not seeing the bottle here. Hearing it, being like, wait a minute. And then I was just like, where was it? Where's the bottle? Donde está? So yeah, the bottle's making the noise. Super duper useful, but at the same time, I kind of wish they were just louder. Like, I wish that you can hear them from a little farther away. I was basically right on top of that one, and I didn't see it. And hearing it didn't necessarily help me either. Just because, like, I feel like I should have been able to hear it from near the top of the geisha house. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's... Sometimes you should be able to do that. Or hear it from that certain distance. Well, anyway, we're going to make our ways back to the safe, the level safe. And the level's safe is where I showed it off earlier. It's over here, next to the hideout. To the left of the hideout, there is a rock path in the water. And then behind this house, there should be some docks. And here's the safe. So the saves in this game are a little weird. There's no like number sequence or anything. You just move the left analog stick until the arrow points to the thing, and then use the 6-axis until the arrow points to the thing, and then use the right analog stick to move the arrow until it points to the thing. And then for some reason, sometimes it like swaps what direction the left and right analog sticks, or the like. If sometimes you press left on the left analog stick, it'll go right instead of left. I don't know. That guy shot me point blank with the goddamn arrow. What a hero that guy did. Jeez. Well, and we got Cooper Giwa's magnet coin, magnet thing, which is cool because that's a power-up from the first game. And what that does is it makes you be able to pick up coins from further away. Super useful. This is the van. It allows you to replay jobs as well as time travel to other levels. That's pretty dope. Collecting all the treasures allows you to open up one of these arcade machines in the hub world, and then you have to play a little mission. But there's also the 2-player mode, which is the table tennis. Now, I'm really bad at this, and there is an achievement tied to this, where you have to beat Bentley in table tennis. And I, for the life of me, just can't play this goddamn game. I don't know what's going on. So you have a standard swing, and then you have a power hit. Honestly, just stick to the regular hit. Don't power hit it, because you're gonna miss a lot, like I do. And it's just a really slow game. Even when it picks up, it's just kind of slow. I don't know. It's not the best thing. Control's all right, I suppose, but it's just not fun. It's also kind of tough. Maybe I'm just really bad at this. I don't know. I can't tell. It's one of those things where it's like I can't tell if it's hard or if I'm just bad at it. You know. But yeah, then I get destroyed by Bentley, so I don't really necessarily want you guys to see all the damage that I went through. But we're gonna cut away until I score again. Anyway, 6 points later, I end up scoring. Again, I can't tell if it's hard or if I'm just bad. You know, just one of those things. It controls fine. It's just I'm bad at it. I don't know what the points are up to. I don't think I've ever lost to Bentley by points. I usually just give up. Well, that was 20 minutes. Yeah. So when you pick up a treasure, it ends up over here. And then you get to read a little bit about it. It's kind of cool, I suppose. But we'll be showing them all off at the end of the game, so don't worry about it. And if you ever forget what the big treasures do, they tell you. So in the treasure thing, it'll tell you. I'll see you guys for the next